Hi, Martin Empson. I'm the treasurer of the Campaign Against Climate Change's trade union group, and I'm really pleased to see, coming from the city of Salford as I do, that finally we have a protest in Salford that doesn't involve us travelling all halfway around the country to join a demonstration. It's brilliant that so many people have come here. Earlier on, somebody talked about this being the front line. And it is, in a sense, the front line of a battle against an appalling industry, against a bunch of moving microphones, a bunch of... It's okay, it's fine. It's a battle against an appalling industry, but it's a front line that extends a very long distance. It's a front line that starts in the tar sands of Alberta and the Idle No More protesters of the indigenous population. They're protesting against the destruction of their environment, their livelihoods, their families, their towns and their villages. It's a front line that goes down into North America with the pipelines that Obama has given the go-ahead, with tens of thousands of people taking to the streets, lying down in front of the bulldozers. We've heard how it's a front line that goes across to Romania. And remember, when they tell people from Romania they can't come here, many of them are fleeing because their lives are being destroyed by what's going on in their country. And it's a front line that goes through Barton, through Salford, and it's a front line that's going to go to hundreds and hundreds of communities up and down Britain unless we stop them, unless we stop the government that's imposing this upon us, unless we make a stand. And that's why it's so important that people are here today and that we carry on supporting the campers and the protesters, because I'll tell you one thing, it won't be Ian Duncan Smith or Boris Johnson who have to worry about drilling in their back garden. It will be council estates, it will be working class people up and down the country whose lives are destroyed by this. But there's another factor to it as well. There was a report 2 weeks ago of the number of people who died of hypothermia last winter. 31,100 pensioners in Britain, people who can't afford their heating. The profiteering companies that are going to drill here and in our backyards, they're going to be making even more money by putting up their bills. This isn't going to make their lives better. So when we talk about an alternative to fracking, we're talking about making lives better for ordinary people. I want to give the unemployed youngsters of Salford training so they can go around and insulate pensioners' homes so they don't freeze to death in winter. I want to give the unemployed people of Manchester jobs in public transport so that cars don't cause pollution in our streets, knock over our children on the way to school, cause congestion. I want to create jobs out on the sea, off Blackpool, in renewable energies. Why? Not just because it's better energy, but because you get more jobs for better, cleaner energy per gigawatt. That's what we should be fighting for. It's a better vision of society. That is one that says we should not put the profits of the fossil fuel corporations before the lives of working class people and before the lives of ordinary people, and we should not destroy the planet in the process. So I'm glad to bring you solidarity greetings from the trade union group. I'm glad so many of us are here. The next time we have to make it bigger. One final point. Earlier we had a speaker from the Bakers Union. What the comrade from the Bakers Union didn't tell us is that a few months back over in Wigan, the Bakers Union fought and won a brilliant victory against 0 hours contracts over at the Hovis plant. How did they do it? They blocked the lorries. They stopped the lorries leaving and entering the plant. There's a lesson to be learned from Hovis and from the trade union movement. Thank you.